What's up, people? A little daytime stream, man. Let's get some grind going. Just an arena grind stream. Behind on the arenas, you know. Gotta get the grind on. We get a tweet out real quick too. Oh, this is weird. Their Twitter just updated apparently, and it's kind of weird to get used to. But anyway, dearest at Marvel Champions. Hey, what? That's lame. Yeah, it's something's weird right now. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Next month is sounding pretty awesome. Can't wait to see Variant 3. But I need units. Actually, no. Let's go with this. Let's go with something else. I just spent 1,500 units on the 6-stone offer. So I need to replenish my bank a bit. Let's hit the arena. Bring us! I am now live! Tweet. Alright, so I did get that 6-stone offer, by the way. In case anyone was curious if it was a good offer or not. Yeah, I did scoop that up. Good day? Upward infliction on day? What's up, B-Manny? Yeah, man. I was thinking about doing an Act 6 day stream, and then I was like, nah, forget Act 6. Not today. I got some stuff I gotta do. Can't really get wrapped up in an Act 6 stream. But then I was like, oh man, but I do need to play Arena. And I was kind of already thinking about doing a stream, so we might as well just make it an Arena stream. So yeah, that offer though, just because I know people are going to be curious, right here, we'll do a quick little review. 1,500 units for 86 stones. That comes out to 18.75 units per 6 stone, which is a fantastic value. So I definitely snagged that. First one here is one-way trip, followed by Whale Goo. Hope I'm saying that correctly. We got Antonio, Sean Kelly, Aiden B. What up? Scroll down real quick. We got Donut Cop, Apu Das. What the fudge? What up, J Divine? Daytime stream during the day. Impeccable timing. What up, Rye Guy? Sup, man? Whoa. Say what? Oh, cool, man. Alright. Just got an email about a concert that may be happening at some point. I gotta see when that is, where it's at. But I kind of want to go. Anyway. Alex sending over a couple of bucks. Thanks, man. Saying slap me real good. My first time getting slapped. Your first time, huh? Well, maybe I should be gentle. Or do you just want the full thing? I don't know if you can handle the full thing. You look strong, though. So... Slap. Thanks, man. I appreciate the 2. Alright, let's I mean, I said this was an arena stream. Let's hit the arena. What am I waiting for, man? Let's do it. Creepy BG. What's creepy about a Pixie Bell? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Ooh, I see a 1. Does that mean the Alpha Arena started? Yep, Alpha Arena has begun. It's alright, we're not going to hit the Alpha Arena yet. We'll do that some other time. Maybe later tonight or something. Right now I need to get my 5 stars in this arena. I don't always go for the 2K 5-star shards, but I kind of want the 2K 5-star shards this time. So we're going for it. I should just have to run my 5 stars now, 5 stars later, and 6 stars later, and then it should be good. Did you get those 6 stones, Tobias? Yep, I sure did. Oh, why is my dog barking? I just let her out, man. What sorcery is this? It's daylight at BG's Live. What's up, Bato? Apudal sending over 300 of them rupees. Thanks, man. Same BG. 100% Act 5.4. Pulled Quake, Beardo, and Gwenpool. What? Dude, sick pulls. Gwenpool and Awakening Gem was a science, which already used on Void. Dude, beautiful. And yeah, the unit offer was too good to pass up. Man, getting some sick progress today. That's awesome, dude. Let me update the big old D in just a second here. That's awesome. All that stuff is good. Very nice. Let me see real quick what the conversion is. Okay. I guess we could minimize that. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, why did that paste like that? Bizarre, man. Alright, there we go. Hi, BG. It's 11 p.m. in Ireland and off work tomorrow, so how about you stream right through till your later stream? You know, it's tempting, because like I said, I did just spend my units, and it'd be nice to replenish them, including the 2 and 3 star arenas. And if I streamed during, you know, straight through, I could easily knock those out. But I don't know if I'm going to do all that. Probably not going to do all that. Did you max out name or with those 6 stones? Orange Juice, I came so close. But no, he's at 197. I needed 12, and I had, what, 54 in total, because item use ended, we got 4 from that. So I had 54, and I needed 12, and I pulled 9. Which is fine. You know. That's good enough. He'll be maxed out very soon. 3 more 6. Should be excited about Back Issues 3 next month. I'm going to be hitting the arena hard myself, getting these units. By the way, just took thing to 455, loving them. Dude, Jay, awesome. Yeah, man, I'm pumped for the new Back Issues. I'm also really pumped that it's 2016 rank up gems, because there's some 2016 champions I really want to rank up. I will be ranking up Phoenix to rank 5 at some point. It's happening. It is happening. I'm committed to it. I will pull the trigger on that rank up as soon as I complete Variant 3 and see if I get one of those Cosmic 2016 rank up gems. Because right now she's at rank 3. And then I could take her to rank 4 with one of those, save myself the tier 2 alphas, and then I have the tier 5 basic to take her to rank 5. And then finally my prestige won't be in the dumps compared to my alliance average. Actually, it might, well, never mind. I don't want to say too much about our prestige, but I might still be below average, even with Phoenix ranked up. But it's gonna bring me closer instead of being so far behind everyone else. BG heard some bad things about you, Amino. Bad things about me? Surely they must all be lies. There's only good things about me. Unless you heard the one story about what happened in that alley. Well, I mean, look, that wasn't my fault, Amino. That old lady had it coming, alright? What's the deal with Phoenix? She is terrible. Yeah, she's terrible, but she's got high prestige. She's number 3 for the 5 stars, and I've been neglecting prestige for a long time, so. What's up, Enzo? Last night on my stream, I was looking at the Alliance feed, and me and all my viewers saw you kick all those players. I'm sure that they think you are a mad tyrant. Ah, man. You were streaming that, Enzo? I didn't even want to do it. They made me do it. And you better watch out. Your name was awfully close to some of those names that I was kicking at, so I could have very easily clicked on your name instead. Not that I would ever do that. Or would I? The early stream catches the banana. What's up, Royal? Got 30 generics from it too, though, didn't you? Yeah, the generics I'm saving, though, because if Namor is so close to being maxed out, then pretty soon Mutant Sig Stones, they're not going to do anything for me. So I'd rather get the final 3 from 6 Stone Crystals, save those 30 generics for my next rank up, which would be Phoenix. I also have a tech rank up gem, so I feel like I should go for Mysterio. I know there's another tech champion coming, Warlock, right? And rumor has it he has higher prestige by a pretty decent amount. But I don't know. Mysterio is here. He's probably going to go for a lot less because of this prestige being like 70 points lower or something. So yeah, I'll probably just go for Mysterio, man. You know, pick up Mysterio. Just rank him up, and that'll put me in a pretty good spot. What percentage of combo does Aegon take to next fight at max Sig level is 4-star? I think it's 75%, if I remember correctly. Sir Bryantus Granticus, rank 5 duped Omega and duped Sentinel, or rank 2 unduped Corvus? Personally, I would go with the 2 rank 5s. Yeah, I would much rather go with those 2 rank 5s, but yeah, it's certainly up to you. Your call. Well, I'm out. All right, then. See you later. Just got a 6-star Killmonger, my second 6-star other than Korg. Dude, beautiful. 6-star Killmonger is awesome. I wish I had a 6-star Killmonger. It would pair up so nicely with my Void. Would make my Act 6 adventures much easier. Why does Prestige matter so much? So Prestige, it only matters at a certain point in this game, I would say. Anyone who is still working on like 4-star progression and like the earlier 5-star progression and stuff like that, Prestige, I would say, doesn't matter one bit. But eventually you get to a point in this game where Prestige does matter, and the reason why it matters is because it increases the amount of rewards that you get from Alliance Quest. Like, it increases it for everybody, but at a certain point you kind of run out of other options to get better rewards. So, you know, early on you just want to rank up the champions that are going to help you get through the quest the easiest, the cheapest. And then later on, you kind of want a balance of the two, of ranking up powerful champions to help you to continue clearing the newer content, which of course is going to become, you know, increasingly difficult. But then you also increase your prestige, which gives you more points in Alliance Quest, which allows you to rank higher, get more milestones, all that stuff. And then yeah, you get slightly better rewards overall. BG, did you get the 6-stone offer? Yes. Yes, I did. Less than 19 units of 6-stone? Hell yeah, I snatched that up. BG, what's the best way to be able to dupe a 5-star? Finally got enough tier 2 alpha for a rank 4 5-star Omega, and I need him duped. Well, duping 5-stars is really not that easy. Out of the crystals, it's all luck. You might get them, you might not. You might end up on a garbage champion. There are other ways to awaken champions, though. You have awakening gems. We're going to get one through the calendar. It's going to take another couple months or something, but there is one in the calendar coming up. Sometimes there's offers that come around that have 5-star awakening gems. There are 5-star awakening gems in certain areas of the game as well, like Labyrinth of Legends. Act 5 has a couple of them, I believe. I'd be surprised if we didn't get one in Act 6 at some point, too. Is that it for 5-star awakening gems? That might be it for 5-star awakening gems. Oh, and like special events. Sometimes there's special events that come around that also have 5-star awakening gems, or the crystals at least, in them. Hey boo, what's up, Nodvask? First ever week of maps 6x5. It's done, and I love it. Nice, man. That's awesome. Congrats to you and your alliance. It's important to note, though, that the combo he carries over never rounds up, so if your final combo is 103, you'll still only carry 75 hits. into your persistent combo instead of rounding up to 76. Aha, okay. What's up, BG? Walked away from the game 2 months ago and started playing Future Fight. Have I missed anything? In 2 months? I mean, probably not. There's been some changes to the Alliance War for the top 5 tiers. There's some new thing going on, but you probably already, or you may have already known about that because that was announced kind of a while ago. And then next month there's going to be Variant, and of course the new champions as always. Oh, and actually there's a tournament, a Summoner Showdown. It's an invitational tournament of like the more well-known community members from the North America region. That's going to be happening the next 9 weeks leading up to Comic-Con. How good of a deal is today's 5-star deal? It's very good. It's the best Sigstone offer that we've ever gotten for units. If you have to buy the units though, well then there's been better buys for your money. Like if you were spending $50 to get the 1,500 units, we've seen just separate standalone Sigstone offers for $50 that I think were slightly better, but very comparable. So the deals for straight up money, they're usually better than the ones for units, and the fact that this one was actually competing with the money offer is really good. BG, if you had Torch, what would you use him for? I don't know if I would use him for much right now. There is I don't know, there are some fights where having a an Incinerate Immune champion can be good. He's Incinerate Immune, right? He's the Torch, I would hope so. So yeah, probably just that. I don't know if I could actually rank him up too high. It would be nice to get more of the Fantastic Four members, though. I only have Invisible Woman right now, so kind of missing the others. Rip934 sent an over 5 saying, itemless arena? What's up, man? Yeah, I am definitely going to be full on itemless in the arenas. I'm not going to be using any kind of boosts or anything like that. What's up, man? Thank you very much for the 5. I almost did some itemless Act 6 today, but then I decided against it. Too many other things going on. Do not have the time to jump into that today. But itemless arena. Thank you very much, dude. Good day, sir. Open a 5-star today. Pulled Colossus. Good timing. Waiting to see what the buff is like. Have a Mutant Awakening gem and 2015 rank 3 to rank 4 gem. Dude, awesome, man. Yeah, hopefully it's cool. So is that the Logitech Stream Pro Cam or whatever? I like how it handles the light. It balances it out smoother. No, this is a Sony A7R3. And it's got some lens on it. The 24 to 105 G Master, something like that for anyone familiar with cameras. I only barely know them. But I had to get this camera for other things that I'm working on, so yeah. I've had this camera for a few months, but I only hooked it up about a week ago. Had to get a cam link from Elgato, which was like $100 or something like that, so yeah, altogether, the setup is kind of expensive. But I don't really spend money on much, so it's okay. It's just my life savings. It's alright. BG, what do you think of the Warlock and Sunspot character designs? I think they both look pretty badass. Yeah, dude, they look sick. Warlock especially looks crazy, man. Love the way he looks. Ayo, BG, what up, Sohaib? Hey, BG, what champs would you say are worth a generic 5-star Awakening gem? I don't really think of the Awakening gems in that way. I think if you consider, like, I think the best way to consider Awakening gems is like this. Look at your roster, take a look and think about any of those champions. Like, would they make a serious, meaningful impact on your progression in one form or another if you actually awaken them? Yeah, there are still champions that I would say are like worth it, not worth it type of thing, but I think people get caught up too much in like, oh, I have this champion and I have this gem, so I should just automatically pair the two together and awaken the champion, when that's not the case. The best example I have of this is Void. I think Void is not very strong without his awaken ability. But with his awaken ability, the dude's a monster. He's a beast. He's one of the best champions in the game. But some people have awakened their Voids and ended up not really using him, and then wish they had that gem for another character going forward or something like that, based on their masteries, based on the other champions that they have, that type of thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's not that easy to come up with like a list of champions that are worth it. It's more of, is it worth it in your particular situation? But if you were curious about any champions that you have, you can certainly ask. You can throw out the champions that you're thinking about, and then I'll give you my advice on those exact champions. Because some like, to give the opposite example of that, someone like Thor Ragnarok, I would say, is absolutely not worth a generic awakening gem. Unless your primary goal in this game is prestige, in which case, then, well, he's the best prestige champion in the game, so of course he's worth it. So yeah. Hi BG, I'm just trying to finish up Act 6.1 right now. Only a couple paths left. Nice Kanga Janga. Get it done, man. Hey BG, bark twice if you're in Milwaukee. I'm gonna bark 0 times. Not in Milwaukee, Shane. ABG pulled 5-star Killmonger today. Is he good? Absolutely. Hell yeah. Killmonger's pretty good. He's got a great synergy with Void, which is probably what I would use him for. But he's also a very strong defender. Annoying to deal with on a bunch of different nodes. And attack-wise, he's got some utility as well. The indestructible charges that he gains off his special 2 allow him to do some pretty unique things. And he's just a decently statted champion overall. Has a lot of crit resistance, so some kind of safety built into him. Got a 5-star Iron Patriot today after completing the epic class strip thing. At least I beat the RNG by getting a 5-star, but ugh, an Iron Patriot. Yeah. Yeah, at least it was a 5-star like you said, though. And he might be the next one to get buffed, going back to that list that Kabam put out. We were voting on them, so might not always be a bad thing. Feel the exact same way about Magic. Hell, wish I had a rank down ticket because the 565 is just collecting dust. Yep. There you go, man. It's one of the reasons why I avoid the list type things. Like, lists they're fun. And I have absolutely nothing against anybody wanting to make a list of like their favorite champions, the champions that they would awaken, all that stuff. But I don't know. It can be a little bit. I don't know what the right word is. Can misguide some people if they're not thinking about like the game overall and what they need for their situations and stuff like that. I have a generic, but I can't pull the trigger on Omega Red, at least until I see what I get from the Calendar Awakening Gem Crystal. That's not a bad idea. Hold out. And I have many rank up gems, and I have no use because many of my 2015 available as a 5-star already ranked up. Yeah, that's the one downside of these gems. The rewards for variants are so damn good, but sometimes, depending on who you have and who you already ranked up, it might not be as good. ABG, I have an interview for a job on Friday. Hope I get it. Plan on buying a PC and a desk. Maybe an Elgato. Nice, dude. That'd be pretty good. I wish you the best of luck with your interview. Hope you get it. Iron Patriot has the best bulge in the game in MCOC. Can't make him too OP. That's true. Yeah, he already has the best bulge, so they got to be careful with what they do to him going forward. Would you delay saving for the 6.1 offer to pick up the 6 stone deal, sitting at 11.5k units? It depends on how fast you get those units. If you're someone that knocks out all of the milestones, you can get the, that basically put you down to 10k units, and if you get all the milestones, you can get 2k units in 1 week's time. But if you don't do that, if you're a little bit slower with getting the units, if it's going to take you like a couple months or like let's say if it takes like a month to make up those 1,500 units, then no, I probably wouldn't get it, and I would probably just keep saving for that offer, because you don't want to, like, the offer is good, but if it delays the, getting the Cavalier title like too long, it's just tough to, it becomes a little bit of lesser value, basically. Which, speaking of the Cavalier, man, I've been saving up my Cavalier dailies for so long now. I'm almost at 100, and I can't wait to see what's actually in these things. I haven't popped them open yet, and I want to compare them to the uncollected, see exactly what the difference is. BG, what do you think? I'm in a bit of a problematic situation with Tier 4 skill class Catalyst. What's the situation? They're in the overflow or something? Oh my god, am I just dead here? Wow, I got a lot of bleeds on myself. Look away for 1 second. Get destroyed. Ripped points. BG, what do you think of Labyrinth run with a rank 4 duped Ghost? I have 4 tier 5 basic but no tier 2 alpha. Stake at rank 5. Should I wait for her to be rank 5 or try initial clear with rank 4? I normally recommend waiting until you have a rank 5 champion to go into Labyrinth. But if it's just the initial clear and it would help you to get the tier 2 alphas to rank 5 that Ghost, then it's not so bad just to do the initial clear. I would definitely wait on, exploring the rest of it until you have a rank 5. But yeah, the initial clear, rank 4, it's not too bad. Feel it out, do, practice the first couple fights. If it goes smoothly for you, then sure, go for it. If you're having trouble, if you're having trouble getting getting a solo on Red Hulk and stuff like that, then just slowly practice over time. Once or twice a week, go in there and just take a crack at Red Hulk, get a little bit of practice until you are comfortable getting a solo, at least like 50% of the time against the dude. And then yeah, I'd say go for it. Your hoarding skills are off the charts. Thanks, man. Wait, no. Pull the 5-star Havoc. Is he good even unawakened? He's okay unawakened. I don't know. He's a little bit slow unawakened, so his awakened ability does kind of matter. But he can be used in some situations unawakened, yeah. It's not a must-have awaken. Why are you streaming right now instead of at 10 o'clock tonight? I'm going to stream both times. I don't know. I was just going to play some Arena anyway, so I figured I might as well turn the stream on. I want to get the 2,000 5-star shards from the 5-star Arena this time. Otherwise, I would have just said screw it and only streamed tonight and just got my, I don't know, 1,000 5-star shards or whatever I would have gotten. BG, should a Nihilist be worth using an Awakening Gem, and should I make him a 550 using all 20 Cosmic 6 stones instead on using the resource on Black Bolt so I can take him to war with Medusa? Wait, hold on. Is a Nihilist worth using Awakening? I mean, a Nihilist, he's not an amazing champion. I would say no, probably not worth Awakening him. If you have another champion you could take up, that'd be better. Black Bolt is also not amazing. If you use Medusa all the time though, then I would say it's probably better having a higher level Black Bolt to tag along with you. Just because you're probably going to be tagging along anyway, and this way in a pinch you can use that stronger Black Bolt to finish something up and save yourself some resources. I quit playing this game 10 months ago, and after all that time, I'm back to see your stream. It's a nice feeling after all that 100 hours I saw your stream in the past. Well, nice. Welcome back, I think. Are you saying... I'm not sure if you're back to playing the game, but hey, if you're at least back to hanging out on the stream for a little bit here, then welcome. You actually can't do it with a rank 4 ghost. Base attack isn't high enough. Oh, dude. I totally forgot about the base attack thing. I can't take down Rolk without the rage timer getting to her. Is there no... You have suicides on as well? Well, suicides don't affect the enraged thing. Hold on, what's her base... Let me look up her base attack real quick. I thought people did it with rank 4s. With the right synergies. Let me just double check that, though. So, Ghost... It's a 4-star, rank 5. Oh, wait, 4-star, rank 5, no. 5-star, rank 4. Ah, jeez. I was not paying attention. Oh, she has 1922 base attack. So she can do it. You just need a synergy with her. One attack synergy should do it. Yeah, one attack synergy. So if you go in there with, like, the Quantum Trinity, which is her plus Wasp plus Ant-Man, and then you throw a Yellow Jacket on the team, then you'll be good to go. And then you probably want Hood to allow you to not take any damage from the suicides. Or just whenever phasing. You could use that against magic and everything too. So, yeah, Ghost can do it. BG, you get the 6-stone deal. Yep, I sure did. Early stream one in the world. I know. I know. I needed the units. I need the units. I need the milestones. So yeah, we're going all the way. ABG, for Valiant 2, specific chapter 2.1, got any tips for the Evade Adaptoid? Oh, I remember that fight, but I don't remember exactly what I did. I don't have a ton of tips, I'm sorry. I would say maybe just attack slowly, like, you know, if you have, well, first off, if you have a champion that can get around the true strike, like, get around the evade with true strike, then that's the answer. But if you don't, then you kind of have to slow play it. Go in there with an XL champion. I think there's some that get bonus, right? Like Juggernaut and I believe Rhino for that quest. That are not terrible. Even though Juggernaut seems like he'd be bad. He was actually not terrible. So... Oh yeah, Quake. People are saying Quake too. You could also go Quake style. But I think what I did was because he's stun immune too, so I think I blocked and baited out heavy attacks, and then I would just throw like 2 attacks at him or something, and then just go back into my block, and yeah, I would do it that way. It's kind of slow. Seemed to work all right, but it was an annoying fight. Now just back to watch your stream. Don't want to play this game again. Keep up the good work. Alright, sounds good, man. I understand. Well, welcome back to the stream. Ooh, cool. Just got another email about something. Just parry with the blade, bleed him out. Yeah, you could do that too. It's gonna be a long fight, but you could do that too. Rank 5 Namor Max Sig or Rank 2 Awaken Ghost for future content. Already have like 1/3 of a Tier 5 Tech Catalyst. Do you already have a 5-star Ghost? If you already have a 5-star Ghost, then I would say go with Namor for sure. That Ghost is not going anywhere. You can always rank her up later. If you do not have a 5-star Ghost, well, then it depends. It depends on which one you personally need more, or if you need Prestige more, or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, they're both good options. It kind of just depends on what you need. I still much rather take up 5 stars for the time being, just because they're so much cheaper. And Namor does have crazy prestige and stuff like that, so I'd Personally, I would favor Namor over that Ghost, but it really depends. Because, like, I still don't have a Ghost myself, 5 or 6 star, and I'm going to be doing a Legends run for Chapter 3 of Act 6. And if I got a 6 star Ghost, even unawakened, I would probably take her to rank 2 just for that alone. Even though I normally am not for ranking 6 stars yet. Afternoon BG, when doing milestones in 4-star feature arena, where do you stop at? Like 4.3? No. I'll show you where I stop at. This is where I stop at right here. I'm done. I think this gets the top rewards outside of the champion. I think this gets top 10%. Pretty sure. Yeah, 57 rounds. We're out of there. Moving on. Is the new 6-stone offer worth it? Yes, absolutely. I snatched it up myself. Well, okay. To put a little more context to it, if you have the units, it's worth it, yes. If you have to buy the units, it's debatable. For that, like, 50 bucks that it's going to cost, we have seen other 6-stone offers for the same price point that I would say are marginally better than what we got today. So it's not like it's a must-have if you're a spender. It is, I would say, a must-have if you are a grinder, though, and you have those units from grinding arena and stuff. Just because 6-stone offers for units do not come by very often. Thanks, BG. Hope all is well. Preliminary ideas on the Variant 3 restrictions could be, I guess, is a mutants-only quest, or mutants, the only ones at full power. Could be a global node like X-Gene, perhaps, a more severe version, reducing attack by 85 to 90% instead of 50% of all classes but mutant. I don't really know. I haven't looked into much if there are a lot of details out there, but I did have one idea. Hold on, let me just double check the forums real quick. It said something about polar... Did it say like polar opposites or something? Hold on. Or was that just something I imagined? Where is it? Okay, back issues 3. Yeah, okay, polar opposites. So I was thinking they're gonna give us. I was thinking they're gonna throw something like I don't know, what are opposites in this game? I guess it's kind of hard to think up like a bunch of different opposites, but I guess like the spider characters are opposite to the symbiotes. Is that even true? I don't know if that's true, but basically something like that, where they're gonna give us some type of like champion type, and then the opposite to that type is what's gonna have an advantage or something like that. I don't know. Hero and villain, yeah. So like if there's a lot of heroes, then you need to take in villains, something like that. Yeah, there we go. Or reverse class advantage. Yeah. They've had that in the early Act 5, so yeah, could certainly be. John Smith sending over $1. Thanks, man. Let me see where your last one is at. Last one is AA good for variant 2? Is that like number 2? Also, are 550s at all useful for variant 2? I've got Beardo, Domino, and AA, and wonder if they'd be at all useful combined with a rank 3 or rank 4 Venom, doable or no. Yeah, it's doable, but we're talking about you're going in there with like the bare minimums. You're giving yourself a real hard time if you're trying to take down the variant difficulties with 550s. They're fine for certain things. Like Beardo, if you have him at a high sig level, where his signature ability is reliable, he's fantastic for reversing healing on some of the like aggression regen fights. You know, Venom at rank 3 or rank 4 is going to be good in the quest that he has the bonus for. AA for some fights will be good, down will be good for some fights. But yeah, you are giving yourself a hard time. If you can get your champions ranked up somewhere else, like by doing Act 5 first, that's probably a good idea. And I'd recommend probably looking to do that. I mean, you could feel them out and see which one is personally easier or harder for you, but yeah, you are going in there under-leveled and giving yourself a bit of a rough time, I would say. Thank you for the buck, though. I feel like Act 6.2.5 will be harder than 6.2.6 for your item list, especially with strength and numbers noted for Mordo. Maybe. I don't know. The champion boss is really tough. I was struggling pretty hard the other day when I was in 6.2.5. But I think I know what I need to do now against Mordo. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough as hell, man. But I know I could knock out another few paths relatively easily. And then some of the gated paths are probably going to take a decent number of tries to get it done. They're both going to be very difficult. I know that much for sure. They're going to take a while to get through. Speaking of item lists, I don't know what I'm going to do about Variant 3. I love doing the item list stuff, but I really want to rank up Phoenix, and now that we know these gems are 2015 and 2016 gems, I kind of want to just plow through it to see if I get a Cosmic 2016 gem to save myself the Tier 2 Alpha to increase my prestige. Like, it wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't a prestige increase. If it was just a, oh, whatever, you know, it's just a champion I want to rank up, I could take my time with it. But with prestige, I feel like it's having like a negative impact on my alliance unless I, you know, try to go through it as quickly as I can. So, kind of at odds here, man. I don't know. I might feel it out, item lists at first, and then kind of see from there of like, well, I don't know. Maybe I would use a couple items here and there, but I don't think I would call it item lists like in the title or thumbnail or anything like that. We'll probably just go through casually, and I'll just probably try to do most of the item list. I thought they were gonna do something that make metal champions do the doo-doo. Possibly, yeah. It's probably going to be a lot of metal-based stuff in there, because it is Magneto stuff, right? Ooh! This probably doesn't count as polar opposites, but we do have a bunch of characters that are like the same, but different, right? Like the two Magnetos, the multiple Ms. Marvels. Now, that's too specific, right? Like, if we had to use Magneto Marvel now to take down Magneto or something. Or the other way around, I guess, because Magneto Marvel now, he's not even available as a 5-star, right? You'd have to bust out the 4-star for it. But nah, that's too specific, and that's not even polar opposites. That's like pretty close to being the same. BG, I'm confused. The 6.1.3, the only way you can do Lady Jane Foster is by going left and all the way around, because after I beat Old Man Logan and go up, I can't go right. I don't remember much of the layout for that place. I do know the quest you're talking about, because it's that big-ass spiral circle thing. That may be the way I have to go, but I really don't remember it. Sorry. What is a critical hit? 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 Thank you for asking this very important question. I will respond to it 4 different times. A critical hit is a hit that is critical. That's one. Critical hit deals a lot more damage than a normal hit. It's the numbers that show up in yellow versus the numbers that show up in white when you're attacking the opponent. They have a critical hit multiplier. Every multiplier is different based on the the champion's base stats, and if they have any type of boost or synergies or masteries or anything like that. There's a buff called Cruelty that some champions have that will increase the critical damage number, and there's a buff called Precision that will increase the rate at which you land critical hits. How many am I up to? How many answers has this been? I got one more. And critical hits also pierce through the enemy's armor and physical or energy resistances. So it really helps to do a lot more damage. The majority of damage in this game comes from critical hits, I want to say. Maybe not for every champion, but for a lot of champions. Champions that cause like bleeds and poison and stuff like that, I guess you don't really need critical hits there. But if you compare the two numbers, it's such a big difference between a critical hit and a non-critical hit that, yeah, you better be critting to do some damage. With a few exceptions, like I said. Some champions gain so much plus attack that it doesn't matter if they crit. What's the minimum prestige top alliances are looking for now? Finally cracked 10k prestige recently. What's your definition of top alliance? Because top alliance could be top 5, top 10, top 100. I would say top 10 is looking for about 10,500 minimum. So yeah, and I'm below that, which is why, like I said, I want to get my prestige up as fast as I can. But yeah, it just all depends on your definition of top. I'd consider like top 100 even. Well, yeah, no, it's just the context of it, I guess, right? Because I could consider top 100 top, but then when I'm talking about it in relation to my alliance, I guess I am talking about top 10. Zachary sent an over 5. Thanks, man. Saying, what amongst the new content coming out in August are you most excited for? Variant. The variant difficulty, for sure. That is what I'm most excited for. I love those quests. Well, the second one, to be honest, the second one kind of annoyed me, where it was just spamming heavy attacks, and the playstyle for me, it got kind of stale halfway through. Started out kind of cool, and then when I realized I was only doing heavy attacks the entire way, I didn't enjoy it so much. But I love the first variant. The rewards for both the variants have been great, and I'm expecting to get something similar for the third one. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Thank you very much for the 5, dude. I'm also excited to see how this tournament thing goes, because slightly nervous about it, you know, but hopefully it goes well. Can you say criticals hit 5 times fast? Do I have to say criticals, like plural, hit, or can I say critical hit? Oh wait, I think I know what I want me to say criticals hit, because the S with the hit spells a bad word. I ain't doing it. You ain't getting me this time. What's up, Super Dirty Pickle? How you doing, man? Any tips for Arena? It's taking forever to get points. You can speed up the rate at which you go through the arenas by getting the Suicide Masteries, or just more offensive masteries in general, depending on what you have. You know, if you don't have Cruelty and Precision, those are great ones to increase the speed. But then the Suicide Masteries, which is the top right corner of the offensive tree, Liquid Courage, Double Edge, those increase your champion's attack by a lot and will help speed up your arena grind. And then just increasing increasing your roster overall. The higher you rank your champions, the more points they give. And using like a 6-star versus a 4-star is a night and day difference between the amount of points you get. But it is a grind. It's kind of always going to be a grind. Just make sure not to burn yourself out on it. Whatever you can manage to do to get yourself some rewards, just keep a steady pace of that. I think the 1500 unit offer was worth it, or was it more that you have limited ability to get them? I think it's worth it. Like, if that offer came out 10 times, I would get it 10 times. Well, I don't have the units to get it 10 times, but I hope you get what I mean. Like, increasing the champion's SIG level matters a lot for a lot of different champions, not just for prestige purposes or anything like that. Like, if you took up an Omega Red or a Darkhawk or, you know, some of these other champions, they gain a lot of strength through their SIG level. And You know, if you think about what that can do for you in something like Alliance War, where you might get through fights where you otherwise might have died, that gets you some better rewards, or it can save you resources, not having to revive and go back in and all that stuff. So I look at Sig Stones as kind of like an investment in just improving your overall strength in this game. And the more I can get, the better. Even once I'm good on Prestige, I would love to take some other less popular characters to higher Sig levels. Guess it was 2 thumbs and finished Labyrinth today. This guy, Super Dirty Pickle. Awesome, man. Congrats on the clear. 100% done. How does it feel? EG, great news. I just pulled Venom the Duck from Far From Home Crystal. Thought I was going to get Starkey. Nice, man. Congrats on your Venom the Duck. That's awesome, dude. Are you going to try to beat it in one sitting? The variant quest? Probably not. But I haven't really thought that far ahead yet. I normally don't... Like, I normally play the quests quite a bit because I'm excited to play them. But, it's usually not that big of a rush to get through it in, like, one sitting. I would probably try to knock out, like, a quest or 2 at a time or something like that. Get it done in, like, a week or so. Because I still have to, you know, there's only so much time in a day. And if I'm doing that, well, then there's no time to do anything else. No time to play the other arenas. No time to work on anything other than just clearing that content. Although, getting it knocked out in one day would allow me to get back to that stuff completely. So, maybe. Feels so sweet. Yeah, man. Dude, 90k 5-star shards. Good luck. Whenever you decide to pop those things open, good luck, man. Hope you get some good pulls. Just knocked all the suicide masteries. I went from doing 6 mil in 5-star and all milestones in the 4-star feature to doing 13 mil in the 5-star and all milestones in less time overall. Dude, nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it helps so much. Why is it that I can only buy level 1 permission slips? Apparently it's based on your progression in this game. So, I don't know how far you are progressed along, but yeah, you may not be at the point where you're, the game thinks that you can do the higher difficulties. I don't know. Can you give me the short version of Prestige, please? Sure. So every champion has a base PI, their base rating. The ratings that we see right now, like this Spider-Man who had over 7,000, that's his boosted PI. His PI, once masteries and synergies kind of raise the levels a bit. But every champion has a base PI in this game. Or base hero rating. You can see like your total base hero rating in your profile. That's the individual champion prestige. Then there is your prestige, which is take the top 5 highest base PI champions that you have, average them out, and that is your individual prestige as a player. Then there's Alliance Prestige, which is the average prestige of all of the members within your alliance. And the reason why this number matters is because the enemies in Alliance Quest, they scale off of your prestige, becoming more difficult the higher that it is. And the more difficult that the enemies are, the more points they award you for taking them down. And the more points you get, the better the rewards you get. And that is Prestige. One big thing I did after was take Corvus at 565. Nice, dude. Still sitting on a solid stash of materials, but I'm indecisive. Dude, take your time with it, man. There's no rush. Don't gotta make the decisions right away. I'm sure that new Corvus will keep you busy for a little bit. What's up, BG? Today I pulled my first 5-star Sentry. I don't want to breathe anymore. Dude, Sentry is not that bad. He's not that great either, but he's not that bad. Still miss Idolist, the Sentry man. I now have 2 generic Awakening Gems in the stash, and never want them to go anywhere. You may want that, but you know you're going to use them at some point. BG, I've been thinking about using suicides. What are the things you think I should take into account to do the change? Well, first, they're quite expensive to unlock. They're absolutely worth every unit to unlock them, but they are expensive, and, you know, you want to make sure that you have certain other masteries before you go like full on into the suicides. You want to make sure that you can max out willpower. You want to make sure that you can max out the recovery mastery leading up to willpower, because that's also going to help. And then you do not want to start putting any points into the suicide tree until you can max out one or the other fully. For example, I've seen some people, you know, they kind of just pick up the cores as they go, and they might have recoil without either of the other suicide masteries, which is like a total waste, because recoil is the worst of the 3. Nobody really wants recoil. People just get it because it's a prerequisite. So yeah, just make sure that you don't make that mistake. Other things to consider, make sure you have the right champions. Not all champions are good with suicides. Some are significantly better without suicides. Some very powerful champions too, like Void or Stark Spidey. Some of these champions are not suicide friendly. The suicide friendly champions usually have immunities or some other way to get around the damage that you're taking, like Ghost can shrug off the 2 debuffs. Corvus is technically not poison or bleed immune, but he doesn't take any bleed damage while he has his glaives up, so he's kind of immune to that, and he kind of heals up from it. So yeah, there's very powerful champions like that that are suicide friendly. You just want to have at least a few of those before you make the switch. I'd say like 2 powerful ones is kind of the minimum for it. Technically, you only need 1. You know, if you're using Corvus or Ghost or Omega for most things or something like that, you know, you can get by with just having like 1 of those. But ideally, you want more than 1. That's pretty much it. Also, actually, one last thing. Consider Alliance War defense. Most alliances don't really want people placing with the suicide masteries because in most situations it weakens your defenders. What some people do to get around this is they will reset their offensive tree, place their defenders, and then put the points back in suicides. So it just depends on how competitive you are with war, and if you mind or don't mind doing that to place your defenders and stuff like that. It's not the end of the world if you place your defenders with suicides too. It's just, you know, again, it depends on how competitive you are, because it does weaken them. I have a rank 2 Big Red who's pretty sleepy, so it's just a matter of time. I'd probably be silly not to wake that dude up. Probably. It would be nice. Do you have 6 stones for him, though? Because I do think he needs some good SIGs before you awaken him. Hello there. What's up, Shark? BG, how are you? I have 2 565 Corvus and Ghost so far. Nice, man. Some of the strongest right there. Mutant Gem, Namor, or Omega? It's a tough call. They're both very powerful. Namor has higher prestige by a long shot if prestige is a concern. If it's not a concern, then I end up using Omega more than I use my Namor. So I think Omega is better. Oh, I should also say this, though. Namor, it doesn't matter what masteries you have. Suicides, no suicide, it doesn't matter. He's good with any type of setup. Omega Red, however, he mostly needs suicides. It's not an absolute need. You can still use him without him. And on bleed nodes or something like that, he's still fantastic without them. But in the everyday average fight situation. He just is so much better with suicides. How do you defeat Thanos Act 3 with 2 4-stars and 3 3-stars? He's tough. That Thanos is very difficult. May just have to practice up a bit, hone your skills, or, you know, wait till you get a couple stronger champions. Something I'd recommend doing if you haven't done this yet is to check out the Dork Lessons channel on YouTube. He has a video series titled How to Fight Like a Ninja. And in particular, the video that you should check out is How to Parry Like a Ninja. That video goes into detail about being more defensive in your fighting style, and you know, teaches you what you need to know about parrying if you haven't got that mastered yet. But if you can you know, learn to parry a little bit better, then it can be done with those champions. But he is going to be tough. That's one of the definitely one of the earlier challenges of the game that stops a lot of people in their tracks early on. BG, I need very important help for masteries. I think I reset my offensive tree once or twice, and now it says the cost is a reset rock or something. I only have one, and people seem to turn them off a lot. Those were removed, basically. They're free to reset. Even if you use your last reset stone or whatever it's called. It no longer has any cost to reset your masteries. The only cost is placing the points back into the masteries. Once you unlock them with like the Stony Mastery Core and stuff like that, then it's always unlocked, but you know, like the 1 or 2 units to do the initial rank, and then it goes up from there. So that cost can add up over time, but you know, we're talking about like resetting your offensive tree. It never really costs more than like 80 units or something. Unless you have a ton of points in the offensive tree. Studio tour soon? Oh, there's not really much to show. You guys kind of see it all, other than the desks that I'm sitting at. I have an exercise bike back there. I've got my poster on the wall that this camera should focus on if I sip away for a second. And then behind me back here, this green thing. This is a kiwi beach ball. I don't know why I have it there. Laura got it the other day from some event she was at, and she gave it to me, and I just stuck it there for right now. But yeah, there's a shelf that I'm not gonna really put cool things on there. That beach ball's not even gonna stay there for that long. I actually have to use it for storage because my place is kind of small. And then that's my closet right there. That, although I'm using this as like a studio and not a bedroom, that is like all of my clothes in there, with which I don't really have a lot of. So, BG, when is the next dungeon record attempt? Ooh, I don't know. It's been a while since we've done one of those, huh? Legacy, he's gonna be away. What did he say he was doing? I think he said he was going to be away at like a lake house or something like that for a little while, so we can't do it while he's away. It's probably going to have to wait until like the next dungeon round at the earliest. Like, you know, next month, next round type of thing. But even that, I don't know. So if I spend the recovery rock thingy, it won't cost another rock thing in the future? Yeah. That's correct. Super Dirty Pickle sent it over 5. Thanks, man. Saying I don't regret the Aegon rank up for the last 3 paths. I spent nearly nothing, and he was super fun. What's your prognosis for him going forward? Well, he's amazing for Labyrinth. That's, yeah, I don't know. He of course is amazing for Labyrinth. He got way better too once Nick Fury got added, and he can get that healing if you have Nick Fury on the team and get a little bit of extra attack boost. with the hero synergy and stuff like that. So that made him a lot better. Now that he has some sustainability, some form of healing mixed in with his crazy combo, God, he's just so good for it. But he seems to be very difficult to use in other serious content. I've seen people try to use him in Alliance Quest. It's never worked. I've never seen it be successful. I mean, I'm sure some people are going to say they've had success with it, but compared to other champions, I've never seen it be like the best option. Not even close to it. Alliance War, I've seen a few people use him attack-wise. Cam has used him to take down Thing bosses. But it also looked a little bit difficult to build him up, and the fight against Thing wasn't super easy looking. So I wouldn't necessarily say he's like the best Alliance War attacker either. And in regular questing, well, some of these quests are getting longer, and maybe he'll be good in the variant. I think he was decently fine in variant 1. I was using, I used the 4-star, testing him back when I was in the content creator program. He did pretty well there as a 4-star, so I imagine a 5-star would do pretty well. And in certain quests in Act 6, I think he's also pretty good. He was able to take down, like, build up and then take down the what's it called, guy? Like that Crossbones boss and stuff, right? So he's got some use there. But yeah, I just don't see him being used a ton compared to some of the other more popular champions. I don't think there's anything wrong with ranking him up, especially if you had Labyrinth to do. But I guess what I'm saying is I'm not a huge fan of him. Whoops. Not me to stop the phase there. I'm not a huge fan of. Here's the thing about Aegon too. I guess I don't want to build up a champion every single time I go to play them. What? I dashed back. I don't want to build up a champion every time I go to play them in a quest where like I have to keep the combo. So although I think he's cool, I think there is that major drawback to him, of course. But that's my personal opinion, Some people like him way more than I do, and that's cool, man. Everybody has their own personal opinion on who they like, who they don't like. So, yeah. Brian, does your wife still play the game? Yeah, she does still play the game, but when she first started, when we first moved out here, she was a lot less busy. So she was able to play a lot more, and these days she doesn't quite have as much time to play, so less active. Kind of my thoughts. I knew going into it he was kind of the ultimate trophy champ, and I'm cool with that. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna find use for him too. It's not like, just because I'm saying he's not good for every fight doesn't mean you're not gonna find use. Like, I mean, in my opinion, Aegon is a good example of what champions should be, of where they shouldn't be used for absolutely everything. It annoys me when champions are used for absolutely everything, I rather the game be kind of spread out through a bunch of different characters. So I think, like in that regard, I really like him. I just don't like playing him as much. BG, do you have any tips for fighting Thanos in Chapter 3? Well, I don't know if you heard the tips I was giving the other person asking. But basically, you don't need any real specific counters to that Thanos. It's more about just kind of learning some of the basics of the game, of how to avoid his abilities, how to evade them, and then mastering the parry technique. And for that, I recommend checking out the Dork Lessons YouTube channel. He has a video titled "How to Parry Like a Ninja," and yeah, if you watch that and try to put some of those techniques to practice, then you'll be able to get through that fight. If you were to get a new 6-star, how would it be? How would it be? Like how to get 6 stars? 6 stars, they take a while to get in this game. There's some 6-star shards that you can get from some very late game content. And like duplicating 5 stars give you 6-star shards and that type of thing. So that's how you get to the 6 stars. Some 6 stars are good, some 6 stars are meh, just like any other star rating of champions. There's no doubt about it, though. He takes a huge dump all over Labyrinth's face. Yeah, he sure does. I mean, I was saying that I think Venom the Duck was better for Labyrinth originally. Oh, that's right. I can't degen robots. But after considering like how good the Nick Fury synergy is with him to give him some of that sustainability and everything, then I gotta give it up to Aegon. He's just he's so powerful for it. I still think Venom the Duck can get through it itemless, which is the original reason why I said that I thought he was better. I never thought that he was faster. That's for sure. Venom the Duck's going to be kind of slow because you have to sit through a lot of special 3s. But I can see him doing it itemless. And in the past, I couldn't really see Aegon doing it itemless. But then KT, well, he did it itemless. And that's kind of all you need to see. How would it be, I mean? I'm not sure what you mean by how would it be. Like what do you mean by how would it be for the 6 stars? It's just like anything else in this game. It's just the next level of progression beyond the 5 stars. But other than that, you know, they're pretty similar. Brian, do you think suicides are worth it other than for arena? Because I love having near 3K rating on a 3-star. Yeah, suicides, it's just champion dependent when it comes to suicides. Some champions greatly excel with suicides in every area of the game, and then some not so much. So it's all just depends on the champions that you have as to whether they're worth it or not. Agent Venom did give me a few problems still though, and I brought Void for X23 for the giggles. Yeah, dude, that Agent Venom, I'm sure you had a better time going up against him than I did. That Agent Venom, whew, what a setback that guy was for me. I thought it was rough. How would you feel if they added ranked rewards to dungeons, like the 3-day events, so they can make it enticing to do? The bottom 25% can be like 205 shards, depending on tier. Oh, sorry guys, excuse me, burping a lot here. I would like if they did more with dungeons. I would have to see like the exact system that they're adding, and you know, kind of, because it could be done good and it could be done bad. Just like, I mean, I guess just like anything in this game, but I would love to see something more with dungeons. And yeah, I think a ranked reward for dungeons would be good. The only reason I'm not saying like, oh, it would definitely be good. Are you saying who do I want? Okay, I'll answer that in a second. But the only reason that I'm not like totally on board, and I would have to wait and see how Kabam would handle the rank system for dungeons, is because not everybody likes dungeons. And I think I would want them to do a ranked system in dungeons a little different than they do in arenas, where maybe it was closer to something like Alliance War rating in a way. Except your rating would go down if you didn't do a round of dungeons. So like you can build up your dungeon rating or something like that, right? And you wouldn't have to do dungeons every round to like keep your dungeon rating up. But then like over time it would diminish, so it would still incentivize you to play the dungeons, but it just wouldn't force you to do it every single time. Something like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't even be good. Jeez, that was a long game freeze. Maybe that system wouldn't even be good. Maybe it would be better just to keep it like Arena where, yeah, do it every time or else. I don't know. With Dungeons, I feel like it's a little bit more complicated. But okay, who do I want as a 6-star? That's what you were saying. Sorry, I didn't realize that's what you were asking. For a 6-star, there's a ton of champions I want. Venom the Duck would be great. Killmonger would be great, so I can use my Void more in Act 6. Ghost, Corvus, Wasp. All these champions I would love. What are your thoughts about the Sigstone offer? I thought it was fantastic. Less than 20 units per Sigstone. I scooped it up immediately. When I reset masteries, will Deep Wounds cost cores to bring back? No. So instead of ranking up via units or gold, it ranks up via cores. No. You unlock the mastery with cores, but you still rank up the mastery with units. So it'll cost those handful of units to get those ranks back, but that's it. The cores you never have to purchase again. Something to keep in mind, though, is with Deep Wounds, I don't know how many cores you've unlocked yet, or if you are maybe just looking to unlock the first one. It does cost cores initially for each rank. So, you know, the first rank, I think it's 1 Carbonadium core and 2 Stony Masteries, something like that. The second rank is the same thing, and so on, all the way up to 5. But once you have all 5 unlocked, you never have to use another core on that mastery ever again. Have you done your Spideyverse dungeons yet? No, I haven't. This game has been running really smooth on Androids recently. I guess it's time to switch back over to the other side. Yeah, I'm not going to be switching back. It's been better on Android devices, I know that much, but I still feel it's a little bit smoother on iOS. Both have their issues, but you know. And I'm not really an Apple fan overall. I don't use any other Apple device other than the phone I'm playing on. And whenever I do stop playing this game, I will be switching back to Android. But for the time being, I mean, for the time being, it doesn't really matter what I use, so I might as well use an iOS device. I don't really use my phone for anything other than playing this game and then texting, and both are fine for that, right? Your favorite champ, BG? It's Venom the Duck. Yo, BG, just curious, what do you record / stream with, and what's the connection that you use? Hope that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm on an iPhone 8 Plus at the moment. See the gameplay there. And then there's this cord that I use. It's a lightning HDMI adapter or something like that, and basically it plugs into my phone and then has 2 ports. One is a charging port, so I can charge my phone while I play, and the other is an HDMI port that the HDMI cable goes to an Elgato capture card. I can't hold that up right now just because there's not... It's too far away, and the cord connecting that is too short. But the Elgato capture card goes into my computer through USB. And then that allows me to basically have my... like anything displayed on my phone, whether it's the game or anything else. It allows me to put that on my computer. And then I have OBS, which is a free software that, you know, allows me to put anything I want that's on my computer uploaded to the world or recording locally for videos purposes. And then for the camera, I used to just use a webcam, which was easy. You just plug the webcam into your computer, you're good to go. But now that I have a different camera, the camera, I'm using... it's basically like a micro HDMI cable that goes into a Cam Link, which is another product made by Elgato. The Cam Link, it's like an adapter that allows me to connect the camera to my computer, and it's basically the same thing as webcam at that point. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Ronan! Did you send over $50? Why do I get the feeling this message is not going to be good? But thank you very much for the $50, dude. Alright, hold on. What's this message? Funny how life works. BG breaks my heart by kicking me from 4 Loki and forever throwing me into a dungeon with Cam. And I repay him with money. P.S. What is the 3-star Spark Spidey cutoff? Ronan, when are you coming back, man? Just come back. Bring Doobs with you. You're over there with Doobs, I think, right? He was talking about it. I think you and Max both joined him. It's becoming a 4 Loki. Like you guys are taking over. Like 10% of the alliance is X4 Loki now, right? Dude, Ronan, thank you so much for the 50. By the way, the cutoff, I know you need that 3-star. The cutoff, I'm pretty sure, is gone up. It's now 23. It's getting up there. Seriously, though, come back, man. We need you in the alliance again. Come back. Bring Max. Bring Doobs. I still can't believe you made me kick you, too. Because now you're forever going to throw this in my face that I kicked you. But, dude, thank you very much for the 50. Seriously. I'm going to miss playing with you, man. I hope you, I hope you still, come around to the stream sometimes and say what's up. Let me know the newest champion you're pulling and stuff like that. But thank you, dude. I hope after maybe some time away from Alliance War that you end up liking it again, if that's possible. Which I don't know if it is possible, but I'm hoping it's possible. You're the best, thank you. Yeah, no problem, Tanner. 6-star Red Skull, 6-star Thing, or 6-star Spider-Man Miles Morales. Of those, are you asking which one I would want? I would want Thing, definitely over those. Thing is amazing. Thing is a champion that I kind of forget about a bunch of times, but man, I would love to have him. Let's be honest, BG won't stop playing MCOC till it's off the App Store. Dude, this game is gonna exist forever. I'm gonna be playing it for a while, I'm sure. But I don't want to be the last one left standing. Or maybe I do. That'd be a cool title to have. Like, as sad as it would be, there are like some videos that you can find online of games like shutting down. And there's just like a big party and like I mean, it's a different type of game. Those are for like MMOs where you're actually like running around the world. And then everybody groups up to like count down the servers being turned off. It's like sad but cool at the same time. But this game ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Thing is good. It's got 4-star Thing. Nice. Congrats. Wait, BG is an officer in 4 Loki? Is that wise? No, I'm not even an officer. They just promoted me so that I can kick people who wanted to leave. Alright? It's not like I kicked them because I wanted them to leave. They promoted me to kick them just because they know I don't like kicking anybody. And that's the reason why, one of many reasons why I don't want to be an officer. BG, you see my tweet? It got uncollected yesterday. Dude, nice. Congrats. Congrats on that sweet uncollected title. The last free-to-play standing. Sup, players? Sup, middle finger? That's one way to beat Dreamin's Prestige if you're the last one playing. Dude, I may beat Dreamin's Prestige even if it doesn't come down to that. Like, Phoenix is going to be my next rank up, and then I'll have the top 3 Prestige champions ranked up. His is still going to be higher, but I'll be catching up at least. And yes, BG, expect lots of super chats with reminders of your hurtful actions. Oh, jeez, man. I'd rather you just send the regular messages with no reminders of hurtful actions. As long as MCU lives on, this game never dies. Yeah, dude, exactly. Like, next year, so many TV shows and movies are coming to, are coming for like, like Disney Plus and stuff like that. Like, man, I always think it's funny as hell anytime someone's like, yeah, MCOC, they're about to pack it in. This is what happens in the mobile game space or something. Like, yeah, right. You know how much money they're making every time they release these characters, the amount of tie-ins that they have. This game is gonna live on for, God, I don't even know how long. What's up, Dicer? So what the hell is going on? Well, nothing really. I'm not sure which part you caught of what we were talking about, but basically just playing some arena. Did you do the champion fight, or are you gonna wait on ranking up that She-Hulk? It'd probably be a good idea to wait on ranking up that She-Hulk, but I don't know if you just wanted to get it done immediately. BG is an officer, but a gentleman, or not an officer, but a gentleman. Yes, exactly. I pulled 6-star thing on July 4th, but I have awakened Sig 100 5-star rank 3. Feels kind of bad eventually spending tier 2 alpha on the rank 5, but his awakened ability is what makes him truly great. His awakened ability, his prestige, he doesn't have to be awakened, but in some cases he does, yeah. Dude, I wouldn't feel bad about that at all. I would love to have both 5 and 6-star. And I would rank up the 5-star right now. I would leave the 6-star alone. Maybe at some point in the distant future rank him up. Or, if anything, you could use the 6-star for synergies. You know, with the 6-star gates and all that. God, this Infinity Man. Such a pain right now. Die, dude. One more chapter and Ultron variant will be completed for me. Nice, dude. That's awesome. I can beat Dreamer's Prestige whenever I want. Isn't that cool? Amino, you should. You should definitely. What's up, Demon Show? How you doing, man? Russian MCOC YouTuber. I would have liked to see Hulk in Endgame instead of something like Ronin, just my opinion. Something tells me we are going to get more Hulks at some point in this game. So it's probably good that we got Ronin. Haven't because I tried to take a nap before work, but how high do you think she needs to be ranked? Not really feeling a rank 4 She-Hulk, mainly because I could rank 4 Ghost. Finally got the last tech tier 4. Well, the crazy thing about She-Hulk, Dicer, is people have done it with a rank 1. So, really, you don't need her any higher. Leave her at rank 3. What you could do, too, She-Hulk She-Hulk is a 2016 champion. And they just announced the new variant today that's going to have 2016 rank up gems. 2015 and 2016 on the same gem. So really, if you got a science one, you could use that to rank up She-Hulk. Because, of course, it's better if she's at a higher level. It just gives you more health to play around with. But, yeah. There's a strategy that you can use with She-Hulk that you basically never get hit. And because of that, people have done it with a rank 1 She-Hulk. I would definitely study those videos before you try to do it yourself, though. And do some practice duels. It'll help you to save a lot of resources, because that fight can be very difficult. Second featured 5-star every open was Thing. First was Groot. Also 2015, 2016 gems for Variant 3. That's pretty sweet. Top 2016 champs off the top of your head. Well, She-Hulk is definitely one of them. I think Hyperion is 2016, right? So he's certainly another. Nightcrawler, I'm a huge fan of these days. I took a look at I took a look at a little bit of a list earlier. Someone posted the picture in the Alliance chat. Let me pull that up real quick. mind it. Wait. Are you able to sort it on Ant-May? By year? Let me take a look. Oh, you are. Okay. Let's go to Ant-May then. I wish I could put it on screen, but I can't. Well, okay, I'll leave out the 2015 champions. I'll look at just 2016 since, you know, we've already looked at 2015 in the past. So 2016 for skill, there's 5 options. Agent Venom, Black Panther, Civil War, Crossbones, Falcon, and Karnak. I would say there's no, like, mind-blowingly good option here, but still some pretty good options. It'd be nice to get a Crossbones ranked up without having to invest the Tier 2 Alpha and just using the gems. Same thing with Karnak for any of the Medusa users out there. That'll be really nice. And some people like those other champions, but eh. For Science, it's Quake, Red Hulk, She-Hulk, and Miles Morales. So 3 out of the 4 of those, really nice. Mutant, what? There were this many. Oh no, never mind. Okay. There were 6 different mutant ones. Beast, 90s Cyclops, Gambit, Old Man Logan. That's gonna be a nice one. Actually, there's. All right, hold on. Let me just say the good ones. Actually, I'm gonna include Gambit as a good one because of the stun lock strategy you can do. To make those fights go faster. So Gambit, I'll say, is a good one, potentially. Nightcrawler, Old Man Logan, Rogue, and X-23. I like all 5 of those rank ups. Tech, there's only 3. It's Civil Warrior, Howard the Duck, and the Ultron from Labyrinth. So not the best options there. Cosmic, Hyperion, Kamala Khan, which may get buffed. Phoenix, who has high prestige. Thanos or Venompool. For Mystic, it's Voodoo, Ghost Rider, Loki, and Mordo. So a couple good options there too. I don't know. I guess I wasn't going over the best. I was just kind of listing them at the end there. But yeah, there's a bunch of good options. Especially thinking about the champions that are going to get buffed with Old Man Logan. I mean, I guess, you know, really, it's just Old Man Logan because Colossus 2015, but yeah. Middle Finger said in 05, saying, wanted a promotion to officer just so you can kick people. Very undude, dude. Hey, man, I didn't want it. It was forced upon me. I had to kick 3 people, all within the span of like an hour. They could have just left on their own, but instead I had to kick them. But thank you for the 5, dude. Still makes me sad. I liked all 3 of the people. When are we getting Mysterio in Arena? Tomorrow is when that begins. Alright, I don't really need to run my 4 stars there anymore. I could run my maxed out 4 stars one more time, and that'll put me over 2 million to get Diablo. Sitting in a much better spot now in the arenas than when I started the stream. I guess we'll start the streak here for this one, though. For the alpha. I could show you my Thanos if you want, Brian. I would do that for you. I may give him one of my cosmic gems just to watch the world burn. Hey, man, go for it. Would you rather sell 6-star... is that Hyperion? Or 6-star Void? Neither. I don't want to sell any of those champions. Sell a 6-star? Blasphemy. Do Tier 1 Alpha Arenas so you don't have to do it tomorrow when grinding Mysterio. Yeah, that's the name of the game right there. That's the plan. PG, how much for you to come and kick me from my alliance? No, dude. Why? Read up. Alright, what do we got? I finished epic mode of the Spidey thing and got kicked in the face with a 6-star MODOK for it. Ah, man, I know you don't like MODOK. But, dude, I would love a 6-star MODOK. Wait. 6 with the shards, right? Or is there a crystal that gives you the 6-star from that quest? There isn't, right? It's just the shards? Like, so I think the crystal is 4 and 5-star, right? If it's a 6-star in there, man, oh man. I need to do that right now. Who should I awaken? Who should I give the awakening gem to? Captain Beardo, Thing, or Quake? Well, I'd say Quake doesn't really need an awakening gem, so I wouldn't go with Quake. Between Beardo and Thing, they can both be played unawakened too. I would only awaken them if you were also planning on giving them lots of Sig stones to make their Sig abilities more reliable. Otherwise, I would just hold on to it for now. But they're both good. Just don't go with Quake, basically. Shards Dingus? Okay. I thought so. I'd open a 6-star BG, wish me luck. Alright, Falstaff, good luck, dude. BG grind harder for that Diablo. You need him to hang on in an endgame alliance. You're right, Amino. I shouldn't risk it. I should play it safe and put up 10 million. BG is one of those evil officers that will kick 24 hours before season rewards. Yeah, don't question me, or else that will happen. I would never do that. Would you rather sell 6-star Cable or 6-star Emma Frost? What are these questions, Stephanie? I'm not selling any 6-stars. I love every single 6-star champion. I would take the worst of the worst 6-stars and be super happy with them. Use my skill on Aegon or Fury for Labyrinth and Act 6. Well, they're both very strong. I think Fury is the champion that I would personally prefer to have awakened. But Aegon is better in Labyrinth. But yeah, I like Fury more. I think he's a very solid defender. He's got a ton of bleed damage for like the do you bleed node type things. BG, you gonna buy today's 6-stone bundle? Already got it. Already got it. Already cracked all the crystals, and my Namor is now Sig 197. Okay, am a boy in real life. Okay, okay, that's fine. You could be a boy, you could be a girl, you could be whatever you want. That's fine. BG loves every single 6-star champion except Omega Red, right, BG? No, Omega Red I was happy with. I just wasn't as happy as people wanted me to be. I wasn't over the moon for it as much as people wanted me to be. But this is a good pull. It's a fine pull. BG, there are only 3 flavors of Larabar available in the UK, and none of them are cashew cookie. How much am I missing out? You'll be fine without it, man. It's not some life-changing food bar. But I think it's pretty good. I like it because there's no like, you know, garbage ingredients in it. You know like you pick up some other type of food and they'll have a bunch of different preservatives and like food coloring and all that stuff. Like this just tastes good without any of that stuff. It's just dates and cashews, and yeah, I don't know, it tastes really good. Do you think Kabam will ever make a 6-star Blade, Medusa, or Quake? You know, yeah, but I kind of hope that we don't see them for a long time. The same way that we don't see them, or the same way that we don't see like a 5-star Scarlet Witch yet. And I wish they did that with more characters. I really don't think that we needed to see a 6-star Corvus, Omega, or Ghost. You know, those champions are already so popular. They're going to continue be popular and people are gonna run them until they're just burnt out and bored of playing the same champions. I'd rather they've just, you know, delayed those champions and then eventually released them like they did with the 5-star exclusives. Justin Kitchen sending over a couple bucks. Thank you, dude. Saying finally back from my timeout. Your timeout. Did someone time you out? Well, dude, thank you very much for the 2. I appreciate it. How do you get lots of gold? Arena is the best way to get lots of gold. PG is Namor purposely not Sig 200 so he can heal from willpower more often. No, you actually get more healing at Sig 200. Because I mean, technically you get the same healing either way. Whether you're Sig 0 or Sig 200, you get the same healing from willpower because it doesn't, like, your debuffs, they will still be there. But the higher the Sig level, the more damage you reduce. So, like, the ratio gets better and better the higher the Sig level. And at Sig 200, whenever you're attacking, you're not taking any damage, but you're still healing. Alright, PG, you gotta go. Falling asleep in the middle of my arena fights. I'll catch you stream in the morning. Alright, Orange Juice. Later, man. What's with the really early stream? I don't know. I was just gonna do some arena anyway, so I figured I might as well fire up a stream. Not gonna be here for too much longer, but then I will be back my normal time tonight. You did a while back when YouTube glitched. Well, those timeouts, they only last for like a few minutes. If it was a while back, then your timeout was done a long time ago. I vaguely remember what you're talking about, but my memory, it ain't so good. What's up, Dr. Shoddy? Day stream, nice. What do you do with loyalty these days? Is there going to be a new 6-star Unstoppable Colossus coming to the game? I don't know if we're going to get a 6-star version in the loyalty store, but what I do with my loyalty currently is a lot of it goes towards donations to run Map 7. And with any spare loyalty I get, I use that to buy the 3-minute Alliance War boosts. Although I've been trying my best to not really buy those so much, and for the past few seasons, I've only picked up like, I don't know, like 3 in total or something like that. I've used very few of them. Maybe more than 3, maybe 5 or 6. Over the past like 3 or 4 months. PG, did you have your forehead and head hair transplanted to other regions of your body? Yes. Why would I waste it? Of course. Would you like to see my armpits? Because that's where the bulk of it went. 4 to 5 gem on an unawakened Cap Marvel movie? I'd say that's fine. I don't think she absolutely needs to be awakened. She's pretty powerful even unawakened, so yeah. Have 5 4-star champions maxed out at rank 1. Massacre, Archangel, Psylocke, Vision, Age of Ultron. Wait a minute. Oh, no, never mind. 4 stars. And Thor. Which 4 should I put in my current story quest lineup? It's not really a question that I could answer for you. It depends on which quest you're doing. You're gonna wanna change them based on the opponents that you're fighting, and who you're comfortable with as well. For example, Archangel is an amazing champion until you try to run your Archangel against somebody that has, you know, bleed immunity. Otherwise, if you do that, then Archangel's going to be practically worthless. So, try them all out. If you're not sure who you like yet, though, just try them out and see for yourself who you like. Is 5-star Cosmic Gem good to use on a Venom? Don't have a strong 5-star Cosmic, and he's my best option. I don't know. it can be alright to awaken Venom. Like, his awaken ability is good. It gives you another buff at the start of the fight, and I do consider Venom to be a powerful champion. The thing about Venom, though, is that he doesn't totally need to be awakened, whereas some other champions, I feel like they get a little bit more out of the awakening gem. So I don't know, it's kind of debatable of whether or not it's worth it for him. If you think that awakening that Venom is going to provide some serious progression for you, like if that's going to help you to get the uncollected title or help you to complete a higher difficulty of the monthly event quest than you are right now, something like that, then I would say it's worth it. But if you're just looking to use that gem because you have one, and and he happens to be your best cosmic, then you could hold on to it. There's some others that may need it more. But he's not a terrible champion to awaken if it's gonna help. 5-star crystal or 5-star featured crystal for beginners. 5-star basic. AA would still be useful as any champ who doesn't rely on damage over time. He still punches and kicks and stuff, BG. Yeah, but not very hard. He doesn't hit very hard. Doesn't have any other abilities outside of like causing those bleeds. I mean, technically, I guess his ability accuracy. Is it just defensive or is it offensive too? Either way, he can still parry against like Black Widow. But other than that, if the enemy can't bleed, I don't want to use him. ABG, is 5-star Omega Red worthy of rank 5 unawakened? No, I would definitely wait till you got him awakened. His awakening ability is very, very important. I'm playing for 2 years and still know what I'm doing playing MCOC. I think that's a lot of us. There's still a lot of times where I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Ronan sending over another 20. Saying, so my kids came home from camp and told me they learned about tongue twister. Example, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Wait, hold on. Anyways, thought of a new one. Do you think you can say it? How many alliance members would BG kick if BG could kick members? Wow, the sad part is that's actually a bit of a tongue twister. How many alliance members could... Hold on. How many alliance members would BG kick if BG could kick members? That's not too bad. Let me try to say it 3 times fast. How many alliance members would BG kick if BG could kick members? How many alliance members would BG kick if BG could kick members? How many alliance members would BG kick if BG could kick members? Jeez. Well, the answer is 3. Damn it, Ronan. Well, dude, thank you for the very, very generous, now $70. But you're also a bastard, man. You better come back, man. LPG just pulled 6-star Infinity Man. Falstaff. That's awesome, dude. They rolled over from MODOK, which I thought was funny. Dude, you want to trade Dicer, maybe? But that is kind of funny. I'm sure you explained the kicking, but I missed it. Oh, okay. Well, basically, there were 3 people that were leaving the Alliance because I kicked them. Now we voted on if we wanted to take Alliance Wars seriously in the next season or not, and not everybody wants to take Alliance Wars seriously. I was kind of fine either way; didn't really matter to me. But some people really don't want to take Alliance Wars seriously. And after the vote, more people did vote for going hard next season, and 3 people. I would say they were all long-term members. Some longer than others, of course. But Ronan was one of them, who was basically leading my battle group for a long time now as well. And he doesn't want to do war, and so then I kicked him. You don't want to do war? You get the boot, man. That's how it goes. No, they wanted to leave, and they didn't want to leave on their own, though. Basically, the only way they would leave is if I kicked them. And they only wanted me to kick them because I hate kicking people. Okay, enough of making you feel bad? Sure. I believe you. Understandable, though. War is stupid. Yeah. It's still pretty stupid. War, what is it good for? Getting rid of long-term members. That's about it. Dubes, you're not wrong. Can you both just come back now? Hashtag boot dreamin'? Wait. Is this a dreamin' raid? Or is this just out of nowhere to boot dreamin'? What is this? I don't think dreamin' was raiding. Not a raid. Wow. It's just Dreamin's fan club. Alright. Oh, man. Ronan, the 1-4 Lokian that was in the top 100 leaderboard for US? Probably. You should add a boot emote for sponsoring the channel. X boot. It's not a bad idea. What would you rather give up, your MCOC account or your wife? Well, geez, dude, I love my wife, but I mean MCOC. No, I'm just kidding. Of course. If I say the wrong answer here, I'm gonna get shanked, and I'm not a fan of getting shanked. So, of course, I would give up MCOC. Yes, that is I. Can I do anything for you? No, man. Just hang out, have a good time. If you have other questions, I try my best to answer. It's pretty much what these streams are. Ronan, the guy that's been carrying BG and his BG. Yeah, that's the Ronan. Make a nerf emoji. No. No. Because then people are going to spam that anytime they hear me even slightly mention that I'm a fan of nerfing things sometimes. Someone is sleeping on the couch tonight. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. It's alright. My account, Jump Spider-Man, is 4 years old, and I lost a lot of money. Forgot the email. Please help. There's not much I could really do. I'd recommend trying to contact support, contact Kabam support, and maybe there's some way to help you recover or something. Maybe they have a system in place where you have to answer a bunch of questions or something. The BG and BG ran itself? No way, dude. You did a lot to help run things. I'm sure it was very annoying going through each war and assigning paths and stuff like that, which I always appreciated and never helped with once. I always just joined whatever path he told me to join. All right, I'm there, but I never helped. Crystal stash cleanup video, please. My stash is not big enough to do that. I need a bigger stash. So eventually I'll do another one of those, but not yet. Kabam needs to remove Jugs from the game? What? No way. Jugs is pretty awesome. I like fighting Jugs in some situations. On some nodes, man, that dude's rough. And playing as him, like, yeah, if you just pulled him as a crystal, well, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. But he has a good purpose in this game. BG, thanks for putting the hubs to sleep. He said that he wanted to cuddle, and I said BG is on cuddle with him. Nice. Pixie Bell, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Try going through each AQ and assigning paths, but with babies like Dream and Dap and Pete in your BG. Hey, I didn't help much in Alliance Quest, but I did maybe 5%, maybe not even 5%. I did 3% work there. So at least they did that. Yeah, the BG definitely didn't run itself. Run it everything for AQ/AW planning. Yeah. It definitely didn't run itself. I agree with that. There's a lot of work. The officers are underappreciated a lot of times. Helped a ton. Oh wow, people are liking Jugs now? I mean, I like that he's in the game. I don't want to pull him, but yeah. Hey Baldy, how many green shirts do you own? I don't know. I own a bunch. And what happens is, if I wear a lot of green shirts, and they all get tossed in the laundry, and then instead of like folding them, then I'll just like pull them out of like the laundry basket when they're, you know, after washing, of course. But yeah, I got a lot of different green shirts. I mean, you guys may have noticed. You probably have never seen me with like a name brand on my shirt, like a logo or anything like that. I just like to have plain shirts, pretty much. Or I mean, the hoodies, you know. The hoodies had a little bit more of a design to them sometimes. But even those are somewhat basic. But these shirts, they're as basic as you can get, man. I just go into like any store, basically. They all have the same thing, like Kohl's, Target. What's that other place? Old Navy. I think I got shirts at before once. They all have shirts like 2 for $10 or something, and yeah, I just grab a bunch. I try to get some different colors, but some of the colors I don't like, so then I just double up. Ronan had to deal with all my bitching as well. Yeah, or whoops, be mannying. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's still PG-13. It's fine. Underappreciated indeed. Speaking of which, let me go appreciate Ronan. Bought some new lingerie today. Wow. Well, maybe that's not family friendly. What you're planning. Top 5 bad champs you like? Mine are Moon Knight, Doctor Strange. Oh, whoops. Mine are Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Colossus, and Ultron. Top 5 bad champions? I don't know if I have 5 off the top of my head, but I can give at least an example or 2. Top 5 bad champions. Storm. I like Storm. Storm is still the #1 champion that I want to see get buffed in this game to make her cooler. But I even like playing her as she is right now. Who else we got? Kind of like Iron Fist. There's Iron Fist too. BG used to rock Ultron for AQ. Hey, I don't consider Ultron a bad champion. Ultron's great. He's just no longer the best double immune champion that is sustainable, like he was. I don't know. I guess those are the two that are off the top of my head. I'm not allowed to shop at Target. Dicer, why? When are you going to get an actual microphone, BG? I don't know. The microphone thing is complicated. I would love to get rid of this headset, because I'm not even listening to anything. There's zero sound that's coming through these headphones. There's sound in game for you guys, just so there's no like dead air whenever I'm not talking. There's at least some kind of background. But it's complicated because the room I'm in has a lot of reverberation. It's a pretty small enclosed space that doesn't have a lot of things in here, so you get a lot of that echo off the walls. And then also, you know, I live on a busy street, and you could hear the buses going by. You could hear, you know, there's always like landscaping going on outside and everything. So that would get picked up way more if I had an actual mic that wasn't a headset mic. And as far as headsets go, I haven't found a better headset than this one for my personal needs. It's a crappy headset. I call it the like the McDonald's drive-through headset. But the sound quality is good, and that's all I really care about. I wish those were energy refills. Because Target has a company-wide policy not allowing carrying in any of their stores, and I'm always carrying. Aha, okay. Got it. Ready for some Variant 3? Need to get 6.2 finished up. Dude! Dubes, I'm pumped about Variant 3. Wait, what's Pillowbot? Pillowbot? I don't know what that is. Oh, Ultron, I guess you're saying. Yeah. But yeah, Dubes, I'm ready. I'm definitely ready for Variant 3, man. I want to finish up Variant 3 quick, because here's my plan. Phoenix is definitely my next rank up, my next rank 5. For Prestige, of course. And she's also a 2016 champion, and right now, she's at rank 3. So it's crazy how high her PI is even at rank 3. So with her at rank 3, if I can get a 2016 rank up gem, and then maybe even get a cosmic 4 to 5 from it, like, that'd be perfect. Even if I didn't get a 4 to 5 though, it doesn't matter. I would still rank her up with the tier 5 basics that I have right now. So yeah, I kind of want to plow through that real quick. 6.2 is not going to get completed until after Variant 3. I still have a lot left in 6.2. I almost did a 6.2 stream today, but I had to take care of the arena stuff instead. A logo on the shirt will hide your jugs, of course. Or of course you don't like them. Yeah, of course. Maybe I should get some writing across my jugs though, like some of the the female shirts have, you know, where they say like, I don't know, whatever on it. Go into the upgrade screen. I don't have the resources. My tier 4 basic and tier 1 alpha stash is extremely low. Why do you need miles? I don't need miles. I'm not grinding for miles. I'm just going for milestones. I want as many units as possible, and the other stuff too, of course. I want to know the Variant 3 globals. Hope those get leaked. That could determine some rank ups. I mean, it's going to be out very soon. You could also just wait like a week or something, or however long. You're going to get that Phoenix to rank 5, Sig 200 just in time for a Cosmic to hit the arena with all-around better stats. Possibly Codehanger. But I've been grinding a lot in the arenas lately, going for a lot of champions, and I'm going to be going for Mysterio next round. I've already decided on that. Damn, we can't have another Wolvie incident. So yeah, I'm going for Mysterio. And I want that to be the last big grind I do for a while. I'm fine with not having a potentially better champion or something. I say that now and watch me still grind for that champion. But really, I want to take it easier. I've been grinding a lot too because I need gold, but now that they reduced the cost of map 7, that should help out quite a bit. And this free week too. Like, look at this, man. I'm sitting on 780,000 gold. This is the most I've had in a while. I feel rich. Even though it's all going to go away in an instant. Yo, BG, I'm trying to get Suicide Masteries right now, but they're expensive AF. Should I still try to unlock them all? And I do want to grind lots of Arena. Yeah, it's well worth it. It's just, it may take you a while. Get willpower first. Alright, but that's it for now, guys. It's 5 o'clock right now. I'll be back in about 5 hours to finish up the Arena grind. Let's spin out one more of these actually real quick. If I get a 225er, that'll put me back above 5k units. It's probably not going to happen, but hey. I've been relatively lucky out of these things lately, so. Why don't you go to the store or souvenir for what exactly? To do the event? Oh, to get something in the souvenir? Well, I'm going to get tickets for the event, and then I'm going to use those tickets to complete the quest, but I'm kind of taking my time with that whenever I have energy available. Yeah, just gold. Alright, that's fine. Get back over 5k some other time. Yeah, I am out for now. Be back later tonight, about 5 hours or so, for any of you vampires out there that don't like to sleep. Ronan, dude, thank you so much. Even though I kicked your ass out of the Alliance, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. Still sent over 70 bucks. Thank you, dude. Seriously, come back. Bring Dubes, bring Max, bring everybody. Come back. But yeah, thank you to everyone else too that sent over some super chats. Very generous of you all. And yeah, I'll see you guys later tonight. Good night, everybody. Or see you later, everybody, since it's still very late outside.